Good morning. Welcome to the Kilat Shari Torah Halacha Review and Sefirah to Omer count for Thursday, April 8th. Today is the 11th day of the Omer. Hayom Echad Asar Yom Shehem Shavua Echad V'Arba'a Yamim LaOmer. Talking about observances, customary observances during this period of counting the Omer, preparation for receiving the Torah between Pesach and Shavuot. And we said that we do observe a state of semi-mourning, abstaining from haircuts, and shaving, other personal grooming things, making shechianu, buying new clothes, and so on. Engagements and weddings. Let's talk about that. We touched on it briefly before, but let's go in a little bit more depth. Weddings are not permitted during Sefirah to Omer unless it's not your own time of holding the Sefirah. We said that there are different customs about when mourning is observed, but engagements are permitted. One is also permitted to make a vart, although dancing is not allowed. That's the day that when people get engaged, they have a little get-together in a l'chaim. Nowadays on Zoom, it's a little bit different. The custom is that one is permitted to get married and have music on Lag BaOmer itself. Some say that's the only time during Sefirah you can get married, Lag BaOmer during the day. Sephardim have a custom to make weddings on the 34th day of the Omer. When Lag BaOmer occurs on Friday, even Sephardim allow weddings on Thursday night. The prevalent custom seems to be one can get married right away on the night of Lag BaOmer. However, others have the custom not to get married on Lag BaOmer even. A wedding that started during the day may continue into the night. Dancing and music are permitted at a wedding on Lag BaOmer, subject to local authorities. Right, since we're in gray zone, lockdown, whatever it is, hard to keep track from one day to the next. But I do know this from practical experience: you're not allowed to have. I don't think you can have live music right now, and certainly no dancing at weddings. Unfortunately, hopefully that will change very soon. Amen. Let's see. Even those who hold like the Arizal and don't take haircuts during the entire Sefirah are allowed to make a wedding on Lag BaOmer. Some say you should try to make sure not to make weddings during Sefirah, since some of the people who are invited may be keeping the Omer. It's preferable they may be made on Lag BaOmer or from Rosh Chodesh Sivan and onwards, but those are suggestions again and not necessarily hard and fast guidelines, and many people get married in many different times and days. Okay, the next, our acquiring the Torah step for the day, Dikduk Chaverim. Which means to learn together with friends, not just by yourself. Good to learn by yourself, open up a Sefer, open up a book and learn something new, and even better to learn with someone else. Lechem Shamayim points out that on a certain level you can reach more clarity by learning with a Chavrusa than you can from learning with your Rav, with your teacher. That's because when you're learning with a friend, the barrier of awe, let's say, that exists when learning from a major Rosh Yeshiva is not there. When you're learning with a Chavrusa, you can be truthful about what you think and you can fully analyze the words of Torah. You're not shy. That is what it means when it says in Tractate Tainus, which we learned some years ago, that when the sages say, I have learned more from my friends than from my teachers. Interesting. Let's see. The different Mishnah writes, actually another Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, says if two people sit together and there is no Torah between them, it's a gathering of mockery. However, if two people sit and between them there is learning, the Shekhinah comes and rests with them and God answers their prayers. So we certainly want to be in the latter camp where the Shekhinah, where the Divine Presence rests with us and hears and responds to our prayers in a positive way. So we do that, we draw that down as it were by making sure that some words of Torah are part of any time we get together, anytime we gather, even around the family dinner table. All right, so keep that in mind and join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a good day.